Hi there, Mrs. King here, ready for Shirley Grammar Grade 3, and we're doing the practice sentences in Chapter 4. So here's our textbook, and let's get started. Now, as usual, before we get started, you should be reviewing the jingles, the noun jingle, the verb jingle, the sentence jingle, the adverb jingle. What's an adverb? An adverb asks how, when, where, and how do you find an adverb? You got to go somewhere, and then you get something. An adjective jingle. What kind, which one, how many? To find an adjective, you got to go somewhere, a noun or a pronoun. Get those jingles in your mind, and then you're able to recall them in our sentence and answer flow. That's what we want. We want to flow. Okay? All right. So let's turn to Chapter 4 and let's get started. Can't wait. The small mice scurried away quickly. What scurried away quickly? Mice. Subject noun. What's being said about mice? Mice scurried. Verb. Scurried where? Away. Adverb. Scurried how? Quickly. Adverb. Boys and girls, once you properly label every word to the right, go back to the subject and properly label everything to the left. Kind of mice. Small. Adjective. The article adjective. Subject noun. Verb pattern 1. Check. Check for prepositional phrases. There are none. We haven't learned it yet. Period. Statement, declarative sentence. Number 2. The mosquito bite swelled immediately. What swelled immediately? Bite. Subject noun. What's being said about bite? Bite swelled. Verb. Swelled how? Immediately. Adverb. What kind of bite? Mosquito. Mosquito. Adjective. The article adjective. Subject noun. Verb pattern 1. Check. Check for prepositional phrases. There are none. Exclamation point. Strong feeling. Exclamatory sentence. Go back. Not yet. Number 3. Even though I don't like mosquitoes, I'm reminded by my daughter. She used to say, she called them skidios. Skidios. So cute. A tremendously gifted scientist spoke briefly today. Who spoke briefly today? Scientist, subject noun. What is being said about scientist? Scientist spoke, verb. Spoke how? Briefly. Adverb. Spoke when? Today. Adverb. What kind of scientist? Gifted. Adjective. How gifted? Tremendously. Adverb. Remember, I think the giveaway was the ly right here. There's not all lys are adverbs, but in this case, they ask how gifted, tremendously, adverb. And if that is frustrating for you because you don't have that flow yet, well, you're just in the not yet. There is such a thing. You're just there, not yet. You will get it, trust me. This curriculum works, truly works. I've worked with children of all ages, all types. It works. You will get it. You're just in the not yet. Okay? How gifted? Tremendously. Adverb. A, article, adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. Check. Oh dear. They don't have the prepositional phrase question. Oops, sorry. Period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb. Oh, they just added a new thing. I guess I better. So what we do here is we say subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. Check. Oh, they did say check. They didn't say prepositions. Okay, sorry. Period. Statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb and divide. The complete subject. Oops, Mrs. Kang, seriously? Is that really your divide line? The complete subject from the complete predicate. Now, what I just did, if hopefully you're not as bad as me drawing a straight line, one line under the subject, the complete subject, the complete subject. Oh, I guess they don't want you to draw a line yet. Good, because it takes a lot of practice to draw that straight line. So good for you. You are rescued from drawing that line. Lesson 2. 2 beautiful horses grazed contently. What grazed contently? Horses, subject, noun. What's being said about horses? Horses grazed, verb. Grazed how? Contentedly, adverb. What kind of horses? Beautiful, adjective. How many horses? 2, adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb and divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Number 2. The foolish duck quacked repeatedly. What quacked repeatedly? Duck, subject, noun. What's being said about duck? Duck quacked. Quacked how? Repeatedly, adverb. What kind of duck? Foolish, adjective. The, article, adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb and divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Okay. All right. The next question. Ready? The final question here. The five chimpanzees learned incredibly fast. What learned incredibly fast? Chimpanzee, subject, noun. What is being said about chimpanzees? Chimpanzees learned, verb. Learned how? Fast, adverb. How fast? Incredibly, adverb. What kind? How many chimpanzees? 5, adjective. The, article, adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb and divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Lesson 3. The school band played surprisingly well. What played surprisingly well? Band, subject, noun. What is being said about band? Band played, verb. Played how? Well, adverb. How well? Surprisingly, adverb. What kind of band? School. Adjective. The article adjective. Now write your pattern over here. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb and divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Don't forget that we have the script down here in the teacher's edition. And you only read the words, don't add any, or you go to a special place. If you're in my class and you read a word that is not there, you ask my students where you go. You go to jail. It's called grammar jail. It's not a very nice place. So don't add extra words. Stick to the script and don't add any extra words. Two small deer stood completely still. What stood completely still? Deer. Subject, noun. What is being said about deer? Deer stood, verb. Stood how? Still. Adverb. How still? Completely. Adverb. What kind of deer? Small. Adjective. How many deer? 2. Adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Oops. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb and divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Number 3. The ballet dancers performed very skillfully. Who performed very skillfully? Dancers, subject, noun. What is being said about dancers? Dancers performed, verb. Performed how? Skillfully, adverb. How skillfully? Very, adverb. What kind of dancers? Ballet, adjective. The article adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb and divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. That concludes chapter 4. I hope that was helpful. You're learning those adverbs and adjective jingles, getting more used to those. They're sneaking in those additional adverbs, words like quite and very and exceptionally. And so just recall that jingle and how to locate it. Go to a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. You can do this. Good job.